It's a tropical summertime sale, man. Yeah, look at all these sideshow deals. It'll right there, only $7.50 for a monthly. And how about this? Older. I feel like I'm doing an Italian accent. I can't believe Tim is making me do this voice. For a yearly membership, only $80. It's a very good deal. Oh, so good with the pepperoni and the manicotti and the rigatoni.
Okay,
yeah.
I think that's enough.
I'm sorry. I tried my best. My island accent, is it not so good?
Right back to Italian. This week only, Sideshow memberships are on sale. Grab a monthly for $7.50 or a yearly for $80. Go to distortedview.com right now, Mon. Every week, we do full-length episodes of DV just for Sideshow members and exclusive mini bonus segment shows. Get them all when you sign up over there at distortedview.com. Freaks, it's Monday, June 2nd, 2025. Coming up on the program today, how a fishy pussy can win major elections. Plus, when you catch a predator and he proceeds to shit himself in his big boy diapers, getting your toes stealthily sucked as you soundly sleep, and grandma's a grave robber. All this plus your voicemails today.
Hey y'all, this is Lexi. I'm getting ready to do my Anne Frank rap. It's nothing special, but I hope you enjoy. Tell me what you know about Anne. A-N-N-E-F-R-A-N-K. Anne Frank, coming down from Germany, 1942, and they all going hungry. Don't know what to do, cause the Germans taking over. All they could do is sit around and sober. They wanna go here and they wanna go play, but the Jews, they don't have anywhere to stay. Mr. Frank, Mrs. Frank, and Margot, Miss V, Mr. B, Peter, and Dusel, all squished together, nothing to do. They can't even use the bathroom, even if they choose. They can't make sound between Don and Six. Everyone sits around and Mr. B wants cigarettes, and it's very loud and likes to have fun, but everyone just sits around like bumps. Margot is quiet and likes to read her books, but Mrs. Rondon only cares about her looks. Peter is shy, but he managed to get by. Now Mrs. Frank, Mr. Frank are trying to survive. They're inside while others have died. Now it's time for me to say bye-bye. They've gotten caught, nothing they can do, so they pack up their stuff and say boo-hoo.
It's Distorted View Daily with Tim Henson.
I'm a sucker for other people's pain.
Welcome to 1-800-ASSHOLE.
A bucket of this diarrhea. I didn't want it to be in my mouth, but it was running down my eyes.
The vagina is full of eggs.
Yes, Tim Henson back here with you to kick off a new week of programs. You know, occasionally I will run across an old news story and I'll get angry that I missed it. Like, we did not feature this on DV. And we totally should have. And, you know, the buck stops with me. I dropped the ball. I am solely to blame for this oversight. The most recent instance, I just ran across this the other day, but the news story was from 2019, so like 6 years ago. The whole news story is really just about how a young girl has a very unfortunate name. And you know her name has got to be fucked up if they're doing a whole like 5,000 word profile on her. I mean, she hasn't done anything notable. She's really just a student in college, and she's running for, like, student union president. Now, I had to double check. I mean, the name is so crazy, right? I was like, this is not real. It's one of those, like, fake stories. But I did my due diligence. The bitch is on LinkedIn. There are plenty of stories about her. I found her on the college website. All right, so this is legit. I'll just read from the article. A student who has admitted in the past that her surname makes for an amazing icebreaker has sparked giggles after standing for election. It's not just her surname that makes this so great. It's the whole name. And that name is Tuna Cunt.
I feel it in my fucking cunt.
Yeah, it's probably the greatest, worst name since Robert Faggot. Mr. Faggot was a contestant on Love Connection.
This is originally from Danville, Illinois. The enjoys cold beer and hot music. Says that he and his mom don't see eye to eye on his love life.
Oh, there's some animosity there with Mrs. Faggot.
And he claims that his job has cost him several relationships. Please welcome Robert Faggot.
The thing I always remember about this clip is the way Chuck Woolery really hits faggot. It's like he loves saying that word. Robert Faggot. 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 You know, it's an unfortunate name. There's a way to pronounce it that would kind of soften the blow, but Chuck Woolery doesn't go that route. He turns the name into a slur. He could have been like, you know, welcome to the show, Robert Faggot. Right? You got to soften it. Faggot. Robert Faggot. Not faggot.
Please welcome Robert Faggot.
First question. Your high school years sucked, didn't they?
Faggot is rather an odd name.
Yeah, you know, it is an odd
Even
name.
if he's not willing to change his last name, why not try to pronounce it different? Faggo. Maybe that's not the best way to pronounce it either. Hey, Faggo. It's a little better than faggot. Fadjo. Fajote. I don't know. There's got to be some ways around that. That being said, I still think Tuna Cunt has him beat. She's got the fucked up first name and last name, and then together, it just multiplies the awfulness. Robert is at least a normal name. You know, if you're meeting someone new, you could say, hi, my name is Robert. Tuna Cunt can't escape. Hi, my name is Tuna. Like, that's weird, right? Hi, my name is Ms. Cunt. Hi, my name is Tuna Cunt. Like, there's just no good way around that. The only thing she could possibly do, I hope to God she's a very traditional girl. And, you know, she finds a man and wants to take his last name. And if there is a God in heaven, the person she falls in love with will be named something like Nathan Melt. I pray that happens. There will be another news story written about her. Tuna Cunt becomes Tuna Melt. If you do a YouTube search on Tuna Cunt, you will actually find some videos of her from college because, and I'm very happy to report this, she won her student council election. Of course she did. What college kid wouldn't vote for Tuna Cunt if it was on a ballot, you know? I have no idea what her politics are. I don't know what she's going to do for this college. All I know is I want Tuna Cunt. Now, in a lot of the videos, she won't even say her name, right? Or she'll just say Tuna. But I did find one video where she gives her full name.
I'm Tuna Cunt, and I'm the Students' Union President.
The way she says it kind of softens the blow. See, this is what Robert Faggot should be doing.
I'm Tuna Cunt.
Tuna Cunt. Tuna
I'm
Cunt.
the student.
Tuna Cunt. I guess it's because of the British accent, right?
I'm Tuna Cunt, and I'm the Students' Union President.
She's had her whole life to perfect how to pronounce that name, so it doesn't sound quite like Tuna Cunt. Anyway, congratulations to Tuna. You know, I'm sure there were many times in her life where she's like, I hate this name, curse this name. It's making my life a living hell. But I really think it did help her win that student body election thing. All right, so that's Tuna Cunt. Elsewhere in the DV sphere, let's check in over there at the Discord. Oh, someone provided a link to a great Predator Poacher video. This was Crispy 808. Unfortunately, this is not the full-length video. These are just a few clips. If you want to watch the whole thing, it's behind a paywall, which is understandable because entrapping perverts isn't cheap. I get it. Now, even though these are just a few short clips, this might be the greatest predator catch in the history of predator catch videos. And when I say that, I'm not just talking about YouTube predator catchers. No. This motherfucker is giving Chris Hansen a run for his money. You'll see why in just a few moments. We begin with the decoy talking to the predator.
And she can go pee in them, and
the decoy, who may be pretending to be underage or may be pretending to be a fake parent, like the parent of a girl who would participate in some nastiness with the predator, because the predator, you see, is into diaper play.
And she can go pee in them, and so she'll wet the bed, wake you up, then you'll wet the bed, and then you'll get to like 69?
Maybe.
All right.
Well, that's when the predator poachers enter the scene.
Hey, Dylan, man, why don't you have a seat, man?
Oh, fuck.
I just want to have a conversation. You mind just sitting down?
It should be noted the predator has pulled down his pants and he's only wearing a diaper. So this guy is serious about his diaper play fetish. Diaper boy is mad at the decoys here.
You? Just have Dylan, don't talk to them. Just have a seat, dude. Do you mind?
Why did you do this to me?
Well, what you're doing is illegal and creepy. What an odd thing to say. Why would you do this to me? It would be weird if they didn't do something about this. Now, unfortunately, we don't get a lot of the conversation between the predator poacher and the creep, because the next short clip is when the police enter the scene.
Seriously, whoever actually owns this house, fix your fucking doors.
I know.
That's what Diaper Boy is concerned with. It's too easy to get in this house. Locks don't work right.
Seriously, whoever actually owns this house, fix your fucking doors.
I know. Stupid.
And, yeah, Diaper Boy just realized the police are about to enter.
You're just gonna be honest with them like you've been honest with us, okay?
Parents are gonna kill me. I just told my mom I was done with the lies.
Okay, go ahead and stand up. You're under arrest. Come on, how about...
Can I at least get some dignity with the...
Nope, stand up.
Yeah, I think he wants to put on pants, and they're like, nope, we're going to arrest you with you wearing your diaper. Now, what was contained in those two very short clips already made it a great predator catch. But this next one, this is what elevates, what shoots this predator catch into the pedophile stratosphere. It starts right after the end of that last clip with the predator asking for his dignity and the cops saying, no, you have to stand up and get handcuffed with your diaper on.
Okay. This is
No, can stand up and dignity.
This is Colin McGuire. He's from Bloomington, Illinois, currently under investigation for child pornography right now.
As he's turning around and putting his hands behind his head, his diaper falls off. His ass is on full display.
Right now. Hit with the shit diaper. Officers are going to have to get some overtime.
Take your diaper off. Can you do that outside?
Yes, it is revealed that the diaper is full of piss and shit. One of the reasons why the diaper was so droopy. Now, what I absolutely love is that the cops don't want to deal with this guy in a shitty diaper. Understandable. But instead of letting him put on big boy pants, instead they're making him put on a new pair of diapers. Yeah, the cop said, you're not getting in my car with those shitty leaking diapers. Be a good boy and put on a fresh pair.
Oh, shit! Officer! Please give us Officer Perez, West Frankfurt, please. Holy shit, literally.
I cannot fit into this. It's physically too small.
Baby is being a little difficult. Someone's grumpy and needs a nap. He says the diaper is too small.
Put your pants on. You got something to put on. Put your pants on.
He came here to meet an 11-year-old girl for dinner.
I'm having a fucking emotional breakdown, please.
Now we're supposed to feel bad for the predator. You're making my anxiety go through the roof. It is a high-stress situation. I mean, there's a bunch of guys, well, many of them with cameras, filming this encounter. He's completely naked from the waist down. He's being arrested. He just wants to put something on.
Well, you're going to get cuffed and you're going to walk out without pants if you don't put your pants on right now.
I never wanted to be this way!
Okay.
I'm not sure what he said there. It was probably something like, I never wanted to bang a child. Of course, why the hell are you in this house wearing a diaper, talking about how you want to roll around in a child's bed after they pissed in it in 69 or whatever the hell he was talking about in that first clip. It doesn't sound innocent.
I never wanted to be this way!
Okay. Put your pants on now.
I wonder if the predator is kind of getting off to this. You know, the police are being very stern and father-like. I'm not going to tell you again. Put on your pants.
Put them on right now. Put them on. Yeah. I'm going. Leave the diaper alone. Put your pants on.
Yeah, instead of putting on his pants, he's either like grabbing wipes or the diaper to wipe his ass. You know, because he made a stinky.
I just wanted to wipe my fucking ass. I didn't want to...
Put your pants on.
I didn't want...
I don't care what you want. Put your pants on.
Yeah, you don't get to clean yourself up first. You're under arrest, man. You should be grateful the cops are letting you put on real pants and not making you squeeze into those tiny little baby diapers. Oh, no.
You guys are fucking sick for...
You know what's sick?
Yeah, So the predator poachers, of course, are laughing at this entire situation, and now the baby or the predator has caught wind.
You guys are fucking sick, Bernie.
You know what's sick? Trying to solicit a minor for sex.
And also wearing a diaper and shitting yourself.
Purposely shitting yourself in my living room.
They're BDs.
Yeah. Okay, this. Oh my.
Yeah, I know, it's disgusting. Put your pants on.
I'm just going to.
And he's from Bloomington. He came to ours, and he is having a child. He's under investigation for child porn in Bloomington, and he also received CP to that phone as well. And yeah, he's in for.
I think some of the cops are getting a whiff of the shit.
Well,
right here,
and, yeah, he's in for. He's in for a world. He's in very deep shit right now.
The cops they gave him like a garbage bag to sort of pick the shit out of his ass.
And he also has pending charges.
Look, there's a lot going on here. I don't think they could have posted this on YouTube if they wanted to. It's like a whole lot of ass and a whole lot of dirty ass wiping. What a great clip. Thank you so much, Crispy808 in the Discord for finding that. I'll try to remember to provide a link on the show notes today so you can check it out for yourself. Again, a link is in our Discord as well in the video audio submission channel. Moving on now. Gina Fournier is someone we have featured once or twice over the years here on the podcast. I've subscribed to her YouTube channel. Unfortunately, she doesn't post a lot, and honestly, I don't remember her. That being said, when I played her most recent video, which was just posted a few hours ago, I could immediately see why I would feature someone like her on the podcast. She's convinced people are after her and they have hacked into her computers and probably her brain.
The hack just keeps hacking me mercilessly. This is not malfunction. This is hack. I took a video of this same flashing, only it was on the music side, not the news side.
All right, what we're looking at here is her computer monitor, and she's on CBC Radio's homepage. CBC, of course, is the Canadian Broadcasting whatever corporation channel, whatever. On the website, there is a carousel of musical artists that are featured, and it's supposed to go slow. You know, every couple seconds, the artist changes, but for whatever reason, it's cycling through the artist really fast, and so she's convinced her computer is hacked.
I took a video on October 12th.
That's all that's happening, by the way. Like, what would be the purpose of this hack? It doesn't do anything, right? I mean, it's the equivalent of an animated GIF. This hack would in no way, shape, or form really affect her life, unless she really wanted to click on a particular artist on this homepage. It whizzes by so fast, it would be very hard to do. That's the only thing, the only inconvenience in her life. As she pans the camera out, you get a wider shot of her office, and there's just like Post-it notes and pieces of paper stuck to her wall that say things like witch hunt, gaslight.
24, and I shared it with Kristen McDonald Rivette, who was then my U.S. Senator. Instead of appropriate services, constituent services, reaching out to the FBI to see if they can help it with my hacking, or reaching out to Dana Nessel, a state of Michigan attorney.
Like, bitch, just refresh the page and it'll probably correct itself. Obviously, this is a very mentally ill woman, and, you know, these mentally ill people are always looking for a deeper meaning
General,
when glitches happen.
Kristen McDonald Rivette suicide swatted me on October 17th, 2024.
Yeah, she's off and running. Like, who the fuck knows what she's talking about now?
I truly am hacked. There are many ways to hack. I can hack CBC Radio too. It can stop the music. It can skip the music.
You're describing every audio device ever. It can play, it can rewind, it can play the previous track, it can shuffle music.
Visually, the play logs. This is a hack. This is a hack. I am not crazy about the hack. I was not suicidal on February 22nd.
We're all on the same page here in believing that she was, in fact, suicidal on February 22nd. There's not a doubt in my mind. Well, okay. I hate to see Gina Fournier so frazzled, especially by something so goddamn unimportant as a messed up looking website, but you know, bitch be crazy. 2 other real short clips and then we will get into the news. First up, I don't even know what type of YouTuber or streamer this guy is. He kind of reminds me of those First Amendment auditors, you know, like the ones that'll hang out at the Department of Motor Vehicles just waiting for people to ask him to stop filming. No, it's my right. I'm an investigative reporter. They do that a lot at police stations, too, which is kind of funny. It's a big showdown between police officers and some random asshole with an iPhone shoved in their face. This video, though, makes even less sense. This is a guy who, just by his voice, you can tell he's in his 40s or 50s. There's one point, he's filming this whole thing, so you don't really see him, but he puts his phone down at one point, and you get a couple frames of him, and he's got like a scraggly-ass beard. Just a goddamn mess. Anyway, he's filming himself buying a couple of cans of beer. He's trying to catch the cashier doing something wrong. And by that, I mean not checking his ID.
You gonna check my ID or not?
Would you like me to?
Would I like you to? What does that say on your chest right there?
Okay, yes, let me see.
It says under 21, you should check my ID, right?
Okay. Well,
so you're very clearly not under the age of 21. I think what happened at some point, maybe, he wanted to buy beer, and they asked to see his ID, and he didn't have it. That royally pissed him off. So now, every time he goes back to this grocery store, convenience store, or whatever, he wants them to make sure that they check his ID because it was such a big deal last time. That's my theory, anyway.
You gonna check my ID or not?
Would you like me to?
Would I like you to? What does that say on your chest right there?
Okay, yes, let me see.
It says under 21, you should check my ID, right?
Okay. Well,
so I've already, let me just say this. I've actually asked you guys in the past if you check ID, and this is the same deal. I reported you to the alcohol, tobacco, firearms last time, and here you are this time saying the same thing to me. I'll give you my ID, but why didn't you check it last time? I told the police that you guys aren't checking IDs here, and now you're not checking them still?
Well, to me, you look like you're 40.
No, so now you're changing your story. So now I look like you said I could be.
Yeah.
You said I could be. But now you're saying I don't.
Imagine a grown-ass man wasting his time with this. Dude, life is too short. Occupy your time with a hobby, something fun. This doesn't matter. I guarantee you, after he reported this store to, what is it, the ATF or whatever, they didn't do shit.
But now you're saying I don't.
Well, because you sound nuts, you know?
Do I look under 40 or not?
You look like you could be 40.
Oh, okay. So now I look like I could be 40. So go ahead and just don't even check my ID.
Okay.
Yeah, ring it up.
She's like, okay.
640, please.
You guys ready for ATF to be here again? Is that what you're ready for?
I don't care. I get paid minimum wage. I'm a fucking cashier at this place.
What's your name? Laura.
Laura.
I got it on camera here. Yeah. Why don't you do your job right, all right?
You're going to get banned from that liquor store, Mr. Sassafras. All right. And finally today, we've got a family vacation gone horribly wrong. A random old man breaks into a teenage girl's hotel room. I don't know if he's drunk and he thinks he's in the right place. That seems like a convenient excuse for a pedophile, you know? A likely story. Oh, I'm in the wrong room. Whoopsie. Well, since I'm here, can I hang out with you for a while? What you talking about, boys? Let's play Truth or Dare. Thankfully, like I said, it is a family vacation, and the parents had their own, like, adult room right next to the kids' room, so they eventually pop in.
We're all good.
No, get out! Get out!
No, call my mom. Yes, we're all good. Get out!
So the old dude just sort of plopped down on one of the beds, making himself at home.
Get out! Oh my god! Yeah! Get out!
Get out!
Get out!
Get out!
Yeah, ain't gonna happen.
Old guy said he's not leaving. Squatters' rights. I know the girls are laughing at this point because it's an absurd situation, but I think it's also a very nervous laughter.
Get out! This is not your room! Call your mom, bro. Get out! Get out!
Also, he is very old. These girls could take him if he tried anything. No, he's taking off his jacket.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Tiffany's in her room! Tiffany's in her room! Tiffany's in her room! Tiffany's in her room! We're not
damn, is there anything more annoying than the sound of teenage girls, you know?
Get out! Get out! Get out!
Well, I can't get out, son. Let's
No!
What?
No!
I heard a knock on the door. I think that's mom and dad. Unfortunately, the door is closed, locked. Now it's locked. So one of the girls runs past the creepy guy to open the door.
Who the f*** are you?
There comes mom.
Get the f*** out! No! Get the f*** out!
Uh-oh, and here comes dad, who's like a big dude.
No! Give her!
Also, he might be black. A big black man. That should scare him.
No! Give her! I'm going to be out! You don't
They managed to push him out of the room.
now! What the fuck are you thinking? Get the f*** I don't know. I can't breathe. Oh, I'm scared. Our door was shut. I'm scared. Our door was literally shut.
Oh, she's saying the door was locked. Did the hotel staff give him the wrong key and tell him the wrong room? Like, I feel like there's a colossal fuck up here somewhere. Someone in the comments said, well, he did seem old and confused. Not going to say harmless because you never know. And then someone replied to that, predators will often put on acts like this all the time, right? They believe acting all confused will cause their victims to lower their guards. So, little tip if you're thinking about getting into predating, act dazed and feeble. Your victims will never see it coming. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist of the fucked up news right now. All right, it is a great time to sign up for the Sideshow. Become a true and honorable freak today. When you sign up, you get access to all of the exclusive shows we do throughout the week. That includes full-length episodes of DV and the mini bonus segments, like the one I have for you today. Yeah, Sideshow freaks are getting a little extra something. Been posting those in the early afternoon, usually around like 12 or 1 o'clock or something. So be on the lookout for that. And then tomorrow's full-length episode is also going to be Sideshow exclusive. It's a great time to sign up. Go to distortedview.com right now. When you sign up, you get access to a personalized podcast feed. That works with most podcasting apps. Although, if you listen to DV through Spotify, you got to sign up inside of the Spotify app. Just search for Distorted View, and you'll find a link or button to tap on to subscribe. All the exclusive shows will appear right alongside the free episodes in Spotify. Same deal with Apple Podcasts, although you're kind of given a choice. You can either sign up through our website, distortedview.com, or if you want, you can sign up inside of the Apple Podcast app. Use Apple Pay. Very easy. Give you guys lots of options to sign up. Again, go to distortedview.com for more information. One final way to help support the show, we've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. Every little bit helps. If you pledge at least $5, you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. You know, I can't tell you how many people have asked to see what Lord Douche looks like. You're very interested to see what I'm bagging. I guess, is that the right term? What does my piece look like? What was I able to snag? He has not given permission to show any photographs of him. You know, I can't even say his real name on the podcast. One thing I am going to do, to get an idea of what I'm dealing with, if you pledge at least $5 over there at patreon.com, look, I got to try to make a buck here. If you're really interested in what Lord Douche looks like, I can sort of give you an idea. Pledge $5, and later this week, I'm going to be posting a couple of images. You know how recently with ChatGPT, people have been running filters on their photos to give themselves like that Miyazaki anime look, like Spirited Away or My Neighbor Totoro or Howl's Moving Castle. You know that look to it. So I ran that filter on 2 recent photos of Lord Douche, and I got to say, it really does look like him, like a cartoon version of him. So if you're curious, I am going to post a couple of those photos on the Patreon, again, for $5 or more. We're in the summer doldrums and Timmy needs some cash. I'm basically kind of pimping out Lord Douche. All right, 3 very quick stories now. First up, we've got a story from California. California, here we go. California, here we go. California. I mean, these are just lazy lyrics. Half the song is just, here we go. Okay, we're going to California. Here we come. Eventually you're going to get there, right? California, here we go. And then it goes again, right? Here we go. California, California, here we go. You get the idea. We're in California. The toe-sucking capital of the world, apparently. Authorities say a Modesto man is facing several charges after allegedly breaking into a woman's home and engaging in disturbing behavior while she was asleep. According to the county sheriff's office, the incident occurred shortly after midnight on May 21st, when 27-year-old Christian Alejandro Solero Anguiano? I don't know how to pronounce any of these names. I'm most certain of Christian. I think I got that part right, but still, I would not bet my life on it. Anyway, he reportedly entered the victim's residence without permission and began licking and biting her toes as she slept. I wonder if he would have just stopped at licking. Do you think she would have been as mad? Maybe she wouldn't have even woken up. He could have got away with it, but he got greedy and started nibbling, chewing on her toes. Of course, she's not going to have a great response to that. Deputies say the man had been stalking the woman for months, beginning in February after meeting her at her place of employment. Co-workers confronted him multiple times, telling him to chill the fuck out, but the behavior escalated. I wish the news story would have included a photo of this woman's feet. I gotta see what all the fuss is about. Everyone has feet. What was so special about these feet that made him, full-bloom stalk her? Anyway, coworkers confronted him multiple times, but the behavior escalated, with the man allegedly following the woman home after work and sleeping in his car near her house. Cuckoo. In the days leading up to the break-in, witnesses reported seeing him trying to open doors at the home. Surveillance video and witness accounts later helped confirm his identity. During the alleged home invasion, Anguiano is accused of not only putting the woman's toes in his mouth, but also attempting to climb into bed with her. I'm guessing the way this all played out was, she's asleep, she's a deep sleeper, and he started licking and nibbling on her toes, and she didn't completely wake up, and more importantly, didn't completely freak out, so he was like, okay, I've got the green light. I'm just going to snuggle up against her. Let me try pressing my dick up against her back and see how she responds to that. Because things are just going so well, I guess that's when she woke up. The victim managed to push him away and call 911. Anguiano fled but was apprehended the next day in the neighborhood. He was booked into the county jail on multiple charges, including sexual battery, burglary, stalking, and assault with intent to commit a felony. His bail has been set at a cool $325,000. Second story today comes from our most fucked up state. Say it with me.
Florida, our most fucked up state.
Yeah, specifically Putnam County, Florida. A Florida woman is facing charges after authorities say she stole sentimental items from grave sites. Like when little children die, people will set plush teddy bears or Barbie dolls, stuff kids might like, up next to their gravestone. Apparently, it's a great place to pick up some freebies. Imagine, you forgot your niece's birthday, and you don't particularly care for your sister or her children. You swing by the cemetery, you find the grave of a dead child, pick up a Beanie Baby or two, dust it off, boom, you got a birthday gift. Best of all, it did not cost you a cent. It's not like the dead child buried 6 feet in the ground. We're going to play with it, Anyway, a Florida woman is facing charges after authorities say she stole sentimental items from grave sites and displayed them as decorations in her own yard. How is this woman's house not haunted by 1,000 ghosts? Catherine Taylor, 61, has been charged with 2 counts of criminal mischief, according to a statement released by the Putnam County Sheriff's Office. The investigation began when a family with loved ones buried at Etonia Cemetery noticed personal tributes left on the graves had mysteriously gone missing. After reporting the thefts to authorities in April, the family decided to install a surveillance camera at the site to catch whoever was responsible. Footage from that camera, captured last Monday, allegedly showed a woman, later identified as Taylor, walking through the cemetery, shopping. It's like she was a contestant on the old school Wheel of Fortune. In the early days, after every round, you would take your winnings and just purchase stuff from the Wheel of Fortune store. It'd be like this little rotating showcase, and the contestant would be like, ooh, oh, I want that set of Tupperware, and I want that porcelain dog. And the host would be like, all right, the porcelain dog's $400. You have $1,200 left. Anything else you want? I think I'll get the dinette set and then the rest on a gift card, or whatever. It was very strange, early Wheel of Fortune. Anyway, that's kind of what this woman was doing. She was just, picking stuff out she liked at the cemetery. Fucking ghoul. She walked through the cemetery and she took a wind chime from one of the graves. Also, she appeared to attempt to steal another item but was unsuccessful. I guess because it was too heavy. She was actually trying to take a gravestone. This would look beautiful in the backyard. I'll just sandblast off the name. We'll go right next to my water feature. All right, after detectives received anonymous tips, they were able to identify Taylor as the suspect. When deputies arrived at her residence, they say the evidence was in plain sight. Several of the missing grave items, including the goddamn wind chimes and a bird feeder. I gotta say, I understand leaving flowers at a grave or pictures or whatever, but setting a whole backyard display with bird feeders and chimes and fire pits and stuff, it's this isn't your house. This is where a dead person is laying. They're not going to take advantage of anything you lay out there. The wind, or maybe the wind chimes. I don't know. Anyway, these items were reportedly found prominently displayed in her yard. Taylor admitted to authorities that this was not her first brush with the law over cemetery thefts. She was previously arrested in 2020 for stealing from East Oak Hill Cemetery and was sentenced to 6 months probation after being found guilty. Dubbed a habitual cemetery thief by local police, Taylor was arrested again and booked into the Putnam County Jail. She's since been released on a $5,000 bond. No attorney was listed for her at the time of the report. And finally, we got a story out of Alabama. A local pastor has been arrested and released on bond after being accused of robbing and assaulting a man in an altercation that escalated on a city sidewalk. Roy Powell, 72, the man of God who leads Cedar Street Missionary Baptist Church, is facing a first-degree robbery charge following an incident in which he allegedly used a handgun. He just keeps sounding more and more Christ-like, doesn't he? Robbery, assault, handgun, All right, yes, he used a handgun to assault a man and then steal his backpack. The alleged victim, who declined to be identified, said the confrontation began as a verbal dispute when the two men passed one another on a sidewalk. The victim claims Powell bumped into him and said, "You were in my way." The encounter quickly turned heated, with both men exchanging words. Thankfully, not gunfire. The man said Powell initially walked away, but then returned moments later, armed with a firearm, which he allegedly used to strike the victim in the head. Oh, okay, so he did use the gun, just not in its intended way. He pistol whipped the motherfucker. Say your prayers, dirtbag! All right, so he struck the victim in the head before taking his book bag. Court documents indicate Powell later returned to the scene and apologized to the victim. He keeps leaving the scene of the crime and coming back over and over again. It's no wonder you were arrested. You're a very bad criminal. The first time he comes back and he brings a gun, hits him with it, steals the book bag. Then he comes back to apologize. Why is the victim still there? Everyone is just sort of just hanging around for way too long. All right, so yeah, Powell later returned to the scene and apologized to the victim. Authorities arrested Powell on Wednesday. He was booked and subsequently released on a $40,000 bond the following day. As of last Friday, Cedar Street Missionary Baptist Church has not issued a statement regarding the incident, and attempts to contact church representatives were unsuccessful. I think the good pastor is deep in prayer, asking for forgiveness, That'll be the big statement. After much reflection and prayer, I know God will forgive me for these sins, and I hope the victim can do the same, yada, yada, yada. if you are a member of the congregation, please, I need you all to come on Friday for service. I'm going to be expecting some extra tithing because this is turning into a costly mistake. So make sure to put some money in that collection plate. Come on down to the Cedar Street Missionary Baptist Church for our weekly Cruza fish fry. Really need a healthy head count this week. All right, there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News from Monday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you, freaks, and there are many ways to contact the show. Show at DistortedView.com. I'm all over social media at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/DistortedView Show. Let's check in with a few freaks. We'll do a patron call here.
Hey, Timmy Boo. It's Chaz the Tandem Stacker calling you from New York City. It's been a while. Sorry to hear your mom's not doing so well. I hope things go well with that. But to get back to the point, you mentioned Ponderosa. Yum, yum. I miss Ponderosa a great deal.
Hey, there are still some Ponderosas around, as far as I know. Like I said, there's one somewhere here in Ohio.
And I didn't even know there were 2 left in Ohio.
Yeah!
I'm just a couple states over here in New York. I think we should have a freak fest.
Yeah, a DV meetup at Ponderosa. That sounds about right.
Ponderosa. Make it so, freaks.
We should just do all of our meetups at tragic restaurants that barely exist anymore. Because, they're reopening Chi-Chi's. The first Chi-Chi's is going to be open in 2025 somewhere. I don't know, Michigan or something. We could go there. Are there any Shoney's left? Or Arthur Treacher Fish and Chips? Or whatever the hell that fish place was called? All right, yes. So we should definitely plan on that. Next up here, yes, caller, speak loudly and clearly. Something is wrong with my internet again.
Hey, Tim, what's up? It's Unicorn Hamster. It is April the 10th, 2025, and sorry about the last call. I was a depressed caller, and then there was a long pause. I was actually trying to hold back tears. Going through some shit. Anywho,
I don't even remember what happened. Sorry.
I wanted to call and comment on your voicemail segment. Great sideshow exclusive, by the way, today.
Thank you.
A fellow New Englander was wondering about fast food service, and let me tell you, from a man that's, well, I was a kid, but I lived in a major city. I went from a small town of Southbridge here in Massachusetts to the city of brotherly love. Philadelphia. Okay. And that shit was a big culture shock. And yes, I forget his name, but the dude that called in, absolutely right. It's in general, not just fast food, but in general, people in urban areas are very much more meaner and have more attitudes. It's weird than small town or east.
Yeah.
And, just wanted to...
I think it's like a Northeast thing, right? So like Philadelphia, Boston, New York City, those seem like mean cities to me, where the people can just really be assholes. In another, like maybe like in the Midwest, Chicago's a big city. I don't think people are as mean as other large cities. Like I said, I think it's a Northeast thing. You just, you guys have some real attitude problems up there.
Hey there, Timmy Boo. Tim, I just had to take a 3-hour round trip for an industry event.
Gross.
I was all by myself. I am so glad that I am a Sideshow member, and I had your years of archives to play while I was driving.
Listen,
Tim, you saved me from boredom and crashing my car because I fell asleep on the road.
DV saves lives.
All right. I love you.
One more reason to sign up for the Sideshow.
Timmy Boo.
Thank you very much for the very kind words, and thank you to everyone who continues to call into the voicemail line, both the regular and the Patreon only. Keep them coming. All the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, is it? Oh, God.
The hack just keeps hacking me mercilessly.
Spread the distortion. STD, tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. If you're Sideshow freaks, I'll be back later today with a bonus segment. Tomorrow's episode is a full-length one just for Sideshow freaks, so it's a great time to sign up. Again, go to distortedview.com. Otherwise, I will see you back on Wednesday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
And then when I deep throat his motherfucking cock down my throat, he started to laugh. Like, how is that funny, me choking on your big white native dick?
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.